Okay. Oh, close. I'm just wondering. Ah, okay. This was already the main quest? With Agard? He was just telling me to get to Alan Shear. I've just realized it. Okay, well, I'll take it. Are those Tuata? Oh no, those are the bandits. Didn't heard of you in ages, mates. Red bandits. Weapon rack. Take this one. I think I should really get to sell those items. I guess. Shall I go to Gothard for a second? Yeah, I'm full on the inventory. I need to go to Didenhill. Didenhill and Anna. I'm going to Warm Lodge for the next few steps. Oh, okay, Rati is somewhere here. Damn, that's such a long way to go. I will just go with the old friends, new foes first, and then I will. Yeah, I will just go with this main quest. Let's see. Maybe I will get. I think I will get back to this other quest as well if I'm just following the old friends, new foes. So we're just going to just a shop.
I cannot emphasize the importance
this-
of what you've done until you
This
destroy
accent,
those shipments.
sorry. So overtuned. Oh god, I'm so rich.
All of Odarath was goodbye.
Do I still have like so many? I still have like 62 items in here. Well, armor. Oh, okay, I didn't add anything to junk. Weapons. Even more. Oh no, I will stay with this one for now. You should really need to like upgrade your inventory in this game. It seems so. Sometimes it seems so off. Oh, all junk. I have no clue what this is about. This tangle, sense of fate. This tangle of glowing blue thread pulses with the pure energies of fate itself. As such, it can grant incredible power when used as a ring and potion make. Yeah, as I said, I should really consider to take the alchemist skill like in a higher level. Okay, I'm just selling this one, selling the nugget. Okay, this one is stolen. I'm just selling it. Okay, he does. Okay, sorry.
Not after Karth's
Well,
goodbye.
let's just go out again. I need to find a blacksmith first before I can continue, just because of the. I think I need to repair pretty bad because my helmet is nearly dying. Is there even a chance I can I like repair my stuff?
Are you here for a weapon? Going to earn a
repair. Repair all. Wow, that was kinda expensive. Repair all. Armor. Okay.
Lord's favor in this ridiculous war. I'll be here.
I'm still a spoiled brat, so okay. Let's take it. So, I'm continuing with old friends, new foes. Let's see. I will just turn around and run. I would still love something like a mount in this game. It would be so cool. You could like ride a horse or anything. Even though you're running pretty damn fast, but still. Would be such a great addition. Maybe we will get something later. I don't know. I didn't play it through once. It's my first time. Isa. Oh. Gotcha. Wow. Oh, there are so many. Please. Oh. There we go. I really hate those sprites. Not that they would like be strong or anything, they are just annoying. The sprites are seriously the most annoying enemies in this game. Ooh, I've got a new spell, I've just realized, the Elemental Rage. Okay. Wait a second, I need to try that first before I go to Isa. Is there any kind of enemy nearby? This seems like a melee ability. Any enemies around here? Ah, there we go. Okay. Well, I guess I should read it first next time. Still look at it. Abilities. Combine the mystic elements of fire, lightning, and ice into a devastating chain of attacks. Attack 1. Lightning pulses pulls enemies towards you, causing 100 damage, 120 damage in the area. Fire torches enemies in the area. Finish with an icy explosion. It means I have to like... Are those 3 attacks in one? Okay, I've just realized I have to press once, then I have to press the second, and then I have to press the third. That's it. Holy damn, this looks so crazy. I guess I need more. I need some more enemies to try this. It really looks amazing. Let's do it. Okay. I kind of found the ability I love the most in this game. This looks so amazing. Damn. Yeah, I'm just trying to use this more often. I should really... Just a second, I should rearrange my spells. Ability. This one is really... This one is way off. I don't need the shield so much. So I could just go with the... Like the Tempest on 3. The Ice on 4. The Elemental Range on 2. And on the 5 I'm going with the Skeleton. $70 points. Holy damn, that's like... Yeah, 70 is like 3 levels. Those are 2 level more, 4 level more. 5 more levels to get to 70. So yeah, I was kind of right. It's like on 30, on like 30, 34, 30. Nah, you need like level 26 to reach the, not is it the Arcane Destiny? Which Destiny? Destiny? The Sorcerer Destiny, you need like level 24. Oh wow, and then there's the Archmage Sorcery 109. You need like level 31, 32. Seems like. I guess you need to do some more side quests to get there. I don't think if you're just playing the story, you would reach the level 31. I didn't mean to release it. Good. There we go. Is there anything I can talk with? Oh, there's a face sitting there. Let's see what you got to tell me.
I'm just curious to see a mortal this far in the shield.
I like the voice of them is so satisfying. Like the this echo in their voices. By the way, I will stop at like 9 o'clock as I said before, just because I'm kind of way tired. I have to work tomorrow, and I had a kind of rough week, so I need to relax a bit and chill out. Yeah, so I'm just stopping at 9 o'clock. Yeah, this place looks damn nice, just as he said. But I have to assume, like most of those, most of the areas looking kinda well in this game, even though it's of course it's like the re-recording version, it's remastered, let's say. But still, I think in the old game, it wasn't that bad as well. I've tried the old game before, just because I had it in my library.
And the warm heart of the Feylands. It is a rare
But it
occasion
looked
for us to
awesome
welcome
as well.
a child of dust into Issa, but it is equally rare that Niralim chooses a champion. Pleased to meet you. I am Chancellor to the High King. I pray you enjoy your hospitality.
Okay, Chancellor. I'm just talking
Truly
about
a place of
with you
wonder,
about
as it
anything
has
again.
always been and always shall be. Here springs the life well of Dalantarth and the greater Feylands in all directions. It is a pity that some of our kind have fallen to such degenerative states, but we cannot shed a tear for their weakness.
Okay.
Too many
The Winter
mortals
Court.
misunderstand the Winter Court. Our cold cousins are not evil, but merely evoke the darker truths of nature, from subtlety to decay. Perhaps it makes sense that children of dust are put off by those who embody their inevitable death, but it is regrettable that so many are misunderstood. The ranks of the Fae were not always sullied by the presence of anything so coarse as the Tuatha. Once, the summer and winter courts existed in harmony. But Gadflow perverted the Winter Court with talk of his new god, and from that poison, the Tuatha arose.
Okay, so the Tuatha are just the reason why the
We are
Summer and Winter Court are fighting?
The very embodiments of courage, honor, and all things bright and proud. Some envious few in the Winter Court would call us arrogant and self-righteous, as well as all manner of other epithets. But remember, we are the ones who stayed true to tradition, while they turned to barbarism. The Tuatha find new recruits from our ranks.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here, being neutral about everything. just watching the world burn. I'm fine. This is fine.
The World Tree bears centuries of great wisdom. Of course, long-lived as Nirlam is, it is still regrettably mortal. Even all greatest mortal wisdom cannot compare to the perspective given by true agelessness. Begging your pardon, of course.
And who's the High
High
King?
Titarian is Lord of the Summerfey, the font of all our wisdom, and first amongst the immortals. And since Godflow tragically murdered the High King of the Winter Court, Titarian is the greatest and last true leader left of our kind.
Okay, he must be a great guy, I guess.
Yes, you're great.
Let's see. Talk to
Please,
Griamar.
come forward into the light of the font. Don't linger there. I need to see you. Closer. Oh, fascinating. I had heard the telling of your ascension in the House of Ballads, but I never expected to lay eyes upon you. You are free to roam the city at your leisure, even the trellis and the understyle. If you seek mortal trappings, then Felltown will provide.
I'm wondering if this is like just because I was helping in the House of Ballads. If I wouldn't help, it wasn't a main quest, I guess. I could like it was a faction quest.
Goodbye, your great.
It was a faction quest. If I wouldn't participate in it, what would kind of happen? That's what I want to know. I don't think they would like let me first of all in the city, and the second thing, I don't think they would like say like you can just walk freely here. That's just because I'm the how should I say the last seat in the House of Ballads. I'm just kind of curious to. I should really reconsider to play this game again with a kind of other with not doing that much side quests at the beginning, even choosing another faction. That would be kind of a well idea, I guess.
Yes?
Just to see
Oh,
any
yes,
of
Grace.
those endings. Okay, I'm just going for
There is
everything with
little
you
that
again.
mortals need to know
Trellis.
about the trellis, for it is where the worthy await their moment before the High King. Everyone who stands before the light of the sun must prepare themselves, lest they be blinded. It is behind me, up the great winding stairs.
Okay. The
Once, the
understyle.
understyle was all around you, spreading
Whatever
from
the
garden's
understyle
gates
is.
to the great trunks of the trellis. But that was before the mortals came.
Okay. High King Titarian.
The king rules from his throne high above on the font, and he has done so for many seasons. You should know this, since you've been sent to speak with him.
Well, I have like no idea why I have to speak to him.
Every living creature in our world is part of a chain of death and rebirth, even the Fae. However, when we pass into the flow of our great cycle, we return again.
Mm-hmm.
The gardens have been
Gardens
here
of
since the
Eats,
first of our kind sprang forth. Only in the last few mortal years have we chosen to make it known to your people, with good reason. This is a safe place, and we intend to keep it that way. To that end, we ask mortals to adhere to the peace edict, which forbids weapons in the city.
Okay. So I don't take mine out,
It is a
I
special
guess.
district set aside for the young races. A haven, if you will. We encourage you to stay within its confines for your own protection. Do not worry. Felltown has the amenities that your kind need to lead a mortal life, such as merchants, a smithy, and a tavern for evening exploits.
Okay.
High
Court of
King
Summer.
Titarian fulfills his role as our wise ruler. He gathers around him the bravest and most gifted advisors, and together they make up the Court of Summer. Like his predecessors, Titarian's goal is to maintain the great cycle, and to keep the balance that has sustained us for all these many seasons. Goodbye, Your Grace.
Okay. Thanks, mate, for calling me Your Grace. Am I already? I'm already in the city, I guess. Am I? It's weird. Talk to God.
All must follow the peace edict. It is the rule.
Okay. We'll just go to the font. Those are just guards, I guess. So. I'm just. Oh no. I was just seeing like I can go for the aggressive mode, but I don't think I should do that.
Titarian is waiting for you.
And
Please place
Eron.
the codex before him, and he will continue.
Okay, the codex. It's So I will go for the codex. I'm your friend, mate. This is so epic.
Conceived in chaos, birthed in stolen magic, torn from fate, child of two fathers, treacheries in treacheries, winter is broken. The puppet king upon his throne, drinking flattery and lies. The power that grows in him is not his own. In the east it did begin, as it will end. From behind the veil she screams. Madness and rage. Madness and rage. We realize this may be confusing for you. Fate, like the Fae, cannot be changed. But the Tuatha are Fae who have become something new. And you are a mortal who is free from Fate's weave. Gadflow claims that the Tuatha are the work of his new god. If the Tuatha are the creations of a god, what does that make you?
God itself. What
The
fate
time of the
here?
Fae is passing. Our land and our souls are diminishing. Few Fae even realize that the great cycle has shifted. Gadflow's war means the death of us all, Fae and mortal alike. It is written in the weave that we shall all pass from this world together. It is too late for us, but not for you. That is the fate which I look to you to change.
I'm just saying,
The
I'm
power
something
of a
new.
god in the brash
I'm special.
hands of a mortal. This is why Niralim fears what you might become. This age has seen much change. Change we once thought was impossible. We were wrong.
What does it
You are
mean?
intertwined with the power in the East. There can be no doubt of that. Your energy reaches back to Alabastra. We do not know what will happen when you travel there, but we know that the power behind Gadflow is your ultimate goal. His god holds your answer and the fate of this world.
Of course I'll do
thank
it.
you. And perhaps
I'm
you can
your
help
last
change
seat in the
our
ballot.
world's fate as well. I have seen those who were destined to be heroes, for whom great deeds came naturally. They come, they act, and they pass on as written. You do great things not because you must, but because you choose to. That is by far a far truer greatness.
Damn, I'm awesome. Oh, you can't make me fight. It's kind of the worst answer I can give. The war isn't my concern. Gadflow will be stopped.
Admirable. But strength of will cannot see you through this alone. You may be unbound by fate, but you are not free from death. Speak with your allies. Only with their aid can you hope to overcome the forces that stand against you.
Is this Ellen Shearer? Oh, new twist of fate. Written one. You are truly a blank state, able to choose your own destiny, as witnessed and proclaimed by the High King Tutorian himself. +3 experience bonus, +5 gold. I'll take it. And I'm just asking him
Our
about Elfie
cold
again.
cousins across the sea. Do not think the
potion.
Winter Court are enemies, for we love them as family, dismal though they may be. Oh, to walk in their starlit gardens once again, or sip their calming stone tea. But the Tuatha have consumed them, and all of their wonders are lost.
I just got a receipt for a fate potion, I guess, for my alchemist skill.
The summer and winter courts have always ruled the Feylands in harmony, as the seasons wash across the world. But with Gadflow's new god, something changed. The Winter Fae who followed him called themselves Tuatha, and bore a mark of Prismere upon them. Their power has grown, and yet they are diminished.
Wait,
Since our kind returned to this world so
tell me
long
something
ago,
about you.
it has been my honor to serve as High King of the Summer Court. My rule was always shared with the High King of the Winter Court, until Gadflow arose. Now both of our people are in peril.
Okay, tell me
We are the
about the summer
dreams
court.
of warmth and safety, given physical form. But these dreams are endangered by Gadflow and the long winter.
So,
It is the deepest tragedy
Gadflow.
that our fall should come from our own. Make no mistake, Gadflow is the harbinger of the end of my kind. In fighting him and his army, you will surely spell our doom. For that tragic truth, we forgive you.
Okay, I don't think this was my fault, but okay, I'm just sitting
The
here.
weave is a puzzle. Each
Killing
person
other
is a
thing, chilling.
piece. The edges of their fate
Vibing.
locking together with the people around them, all performing their duties to form a grand picture. However, you are no longer a puzzle piece. You are a dollop of paint. You cover and redefine the edges of the puzzle pieces you meet. But more dangerously, you repaint the picture of reality itself. Who can trust that your design is better than the original?
Okay. So, wait a second. I got us here. So, I've got to speak with those friends. I will just talk to Alan Shear first. I don't know if there's like, if I have to like, having the choice between them. I just need both, I guess.
Looking for escape. Neuralim's looking for a savior. And Tatarian is looking for a champion. And somehow, you're giving everyone what they want. I'm impressed.
Okay, I need all the support I can get.
This won't be easy. The Tuatha have our forces under siege at Mel Senshir, and their power has only grown over the years. You'll need more help than just me and that old Fate Weaver. You'll need an army.
And how do we
A few
get
years
to him?
ago,
That's the
one
question.
warrior could have slipped past unnoticed. But stealth is no longer an option. Not even for me. But there is hope. In the plains of Erathell, there waits a player who has been away from this game for far too long. It is time to contact General Telera. Meet me in the village of Emer, and I will tell you everything.
Okay. I'll just go with... I will just talk to... Well, okay, I've already talked about everything to her. I mean, this. I don't know why this is open. This is open once again.
The subtle and the inspired. In happier days, we were the loftiest of the mortal races. We
I've had this
despised open
conversation
war.
already, I think.
But for decades, the Tuatha have been at war with us, pushing into our lands and forcing us to take up arms. Be on your way.
Okay, so I'm just going to you now.
I couldn't
Give me an
make
army
out
as well.
what the king was saying, but it sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. Good thing you won't be facing it alone. In fact, I think I've got a lead on finding an old friend of ours.
Okay, which old friend?
Hughes, of course. If anybody can help, it's bound to be the gnome who brought you back to life. I've been asking around and I was able to make contact with his superior. He thinks he might be able to help find Hughes.
Oh, cool. I'm just... I'm going with the dead.
He's a crafty one. If he got away from those assassins in the lab, like you said, I'm sure he found someplace new to hide out. If anyone's likely to know where he'd go,
Would be pretty cool if he's alive.
The Templar who sponsored his work. His name's Octien. Go southeast to the Hollowlands. Templar Octien will be waiting there to discuss how you might find Hughes.
Okay. Just
You're not the only one on the hunt
again.
for Hughes. Octien has followed his trail to the Hollowlands in Detir. You'll want to talk to him.
Okay. Are those two minkers? Ah, they are, okay. So... Hi? Where do I have to go first? I have to walk there, I guess. Okay, so... That's Ken, and that's the other one. Okay, so... What did I do? I think I'm going with the Alan Shear first. I will just go to the... Octien was the name of the Templar, and Emer. So we're just... I'm just following the road. Without fighting too much, of course, just driving. What is this? Is this a Buddha? Can you destroy this? Okay. That's the way. There we go. Oh, not again, the Enshi. That's so annoying. Oh god. Okay, with this kind of spell, it's kinda easy. Even though they were so annoying the last time I fought them. Lanes of Erathell. Melsen. So I have no clue what this is about, but I guess I will just get to this area for now, and somewhere behind here in Cloricon or maybe Alabastra, there's, I think this is like the, I think Alabastra is like the last area where you fight the end boss, I guess. It seems so like one weight, I guess. You can't like, you don't have a real open world there. So I think I've made a quite good progress so far. I don't know what this is. It seems like a mini... something like a small... Oh, no, close. Something like a smaller Teeth of Narrows. Or maybe it's something like a special island. I'm curious, I guess. I really want to see Erathell. This must be such a cool place. Well, I'm just going with the quest for now. I think I'm just running there and ooh. By the way, this area looks so great again. Really great. This looks like okay. second. Could you? Yeah, that's it. Ooh. This spell is so great. Okay. As I said, I will just walk to Emir for now, and I won't waste time. Just because I'm, as I said, I got to go at 9 o'clock. I'm just sprinting through here. I think I will quest some side quests here as well on the next stream.
Yes.
So I'm just want to get up there. I just want to save at the main quest. Yeah, but this area looks pretty dope, pretty neat. Well, I guess I have to fight my way through this. Are those? Oh no, those are those ugly, those ugly bastions. Holy damn! I didn't expect that. Holy, this was close. Boom. Those things are really strong up. Not gonna lie. But I don't think fire is like the best way to fight them. Because they seem like some kind of water monsters, so I don't think it's kind of the best idea to fight them with fire. Well, let's see. I will just find more of them, I guess, in this area. Oh, detect hidden. There we go. I should really sell those warrior potions. They're just not worth to take with me. Like I guess I'm nearly full again. Yeah, I'm nearly full again. Where is it? Ah. Just as I say, the next time I'm streaming, I'm taking the side quests and doing some side quests here. I really like this, the looking of the area. Emir. There we go. So as I said, I'm just saving for now, getting into the building and saving for now.
Just give me a straight answer.
Ooh,
Is the general
there she
still
is.
in the cradle of summer?
She is for as much good as it'll...